Hello, my name is Allie. I am a contributing author on Isis, Mother of Magic, and I just came on to introduce myself and talk a little bit about my chapter. So this will be my third book with Kiva Publishing. The first I wrote in Sovereign, the second I wrote in Jaguar Medicine. So this is my third book, and I'm very excited that it's coming out in 3 days. And just a little about me. I live in Colorado. I spend my time between my family's ranch up in the mountains and here in the city. And I really love it. I love to go hiking when the weather is nice, and it's just now starting to get warm, so that's always nice. But my chapter is called Rise of the Divine Feminine, and when I first started writing Isis, or before I even started writing Isis, I didn't really want to tap into that energy too much because there was a lot to be healed. I was very masculine in my energy, and I was always, on my toes and ready for the next fight, and I was just very masculine in energy. I was about it. I was gonna go get done what needed to be that needed to be done, and I was just very masculine in my energy. So Isis had been calling me for quite a while before I even started writing, and I was very hesitant to work with her. I didn't know much about her. I just, there was some kind of resistance towards her energy between her and I. And it was kind of like a tug of war, where she was pulling me, saying, yes, you need to work with me, and I was tugging back and saying, no, now's not the time to do it. So finally, at the very end, I was like, oh, you're right. Let's go ahead and get this done. So it was a very healing process for me to write my chapter, and I started healing the wounded divine feminine in myself and balancing between divine masculine and divine feminine energies. So this is actually my favorite. This is actually my favorite chapter that I've written so far out of all 3 books. So I'm really excited for it to come out, and I can't wait for release day. I actually took the whole day off, so it's going to be really fun, and I'm probably going to take my kids out and celebrate for it. But the funny thing is, and I was talking to some of my friends yesterday and one of my co-author sisters today about doing things that you're afraid of, and feeling the fear and doing it anyway, and really just knowing when and trusting when it's time to release the fear, push through it, and then do what you need to do. A lot of times healing is very sticky, messy work, but it's very rewarding and worth it in the end. So there's always going to be some kind of barrier that you have to push through to get to where you want to be. For me, when I was growing up, I always knew that I wanted to be a writer. I would always write like little songs when I was in elementary, and then when I got to junior high and high school, I started writing poems, and I would write poems for my one girl I knew had to write a poem for history or something like that, so I wrote a poem for her about the Holocaust, and it came out really well, and I actually surprised myself with how well I did. But there always seems to be an innate knowing of what you're supposed to do, and it kind of happens at the right time. I think everything that happens is in divine timing. So as long as you trust your path and what path you're on, I believe you'll actually get to where you need to go or where you want to go. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you for taking a few minutes with me to hear about my chapter, and I'm so excited to share this release with everybody, with Shannon, with all my co-author sisters. and to birth this book into being. It really is life-changing and magical. So thank you so much for coming on this journey with us.